Hello friends, welcome to crazytechtricks.com. So today I will be just providing you a review on Mi Band and Mi Band 2. Well, if you are a fitness freak and if you are just wanted to collect all your data regarding your step walks, your heart rate, etc., your sleep data and all that thing in just one go, then this is the best part for you. What we call is these are the wristband which you really wear on your wrist, and then all these kinds of data to be collected on your smartphone, and you could just use it for the further or future way also. So today I bought both of these bands and I have analyzed both of these bands on my smartphone too. On this I would say smartphone I have collected the data of Mi Band 2, and on there is one more smartphone on which I have collected the data of Mi Band 1, which is a simpler band. It has not really some sort of a mouth-watering features which other band has. So really I have collected both of these bands. It's really easy. You could just collect the data on your smartphone using your band, and all these kinds of data is being collected. So I would be going first of all step by step, showing you the first band, which was the Mi1 band. Here it is. This was the first band, Mi Band, which was released by the Xiaomi company long way back. This band really I would say collects all your data, but it has really nothing to do with all these kinds of things. It collects how much calories you have burned and etc. All these kinds of things have been collected here. You could just add your weight data and etc, and then it would be start collecting. It doesn't have any some sort of a sensors or etc. You can go for other I would say band which had some sort of a sensor, but in this feature which was the first one on the Mi, it really doesn't have all these kinds of features in it. As you could see below this band there is no such sensor, so it really has nothing to do with that. This is a small band which really works while you just wear on your wrist. It calculates all the data about your walking and etc, and just calculate the amount of the calories you'll be burning and etc, and tells you the data. So it was quite good, but sooner or later the company came to know that they need to just get something really new and different, so they just launched this I would say fascinating band. It's really amazing. I would say even I am shocked after just checking all these kinds of data. All these kinds of is tell you the exact time. Okay, it collects the exact step walked by you in a single day. It collects each and every step, and the best part is the I would say heart rate. The heart rate is really damn accurate. I have tested it several times, taking the reference and all these kinds of things, and I found it really damn accurate. And later you could just even collect the data on your smartphone. There are plenty of things I mean to say on with this band work. You could just take all these kinds of references, all these kinds of your heart rate and changes in your heart rate, which is quite nominal. It's really I would say normal to get all these kinds of things, and it tells you exact thing. And the best part was while sleeping, even I was shocked. It calculates the amount of sleeping time so accurate that even I'm shocked. At the what time you are sleeping, it will really collect the data, as it is showing that 8 hours 3 minutes was the sleep time which I took yesterday night. I slept at 2:54 a.m. Yeah, it was damn late, but it was okay for me. I woke up at 10:57. It was damn late and still okay for me. So it was a 6 hour 51 minute light sleep and 1 hour 12 minutes I would say deep sleep. So if you're gonna ask me about the Mi Band 2, it's really an amazing application. It collects all your data on the smartphones, and it's really working fine. So I would be just opening this band and to tell you about all these kinds of features, that how it actually works and what is the difference between these two apps. As you could see, I just tap on here and it shows me the time. I tap on here again and it shows me the steps I have walked. When I tap on again, and then sensor below this application I would say band start working here, as you could see, and there is a sensor which really pump it here and just collect the amount of the heart rate, that how much beats per minute is being taken through calculation of the I would say pulse rate and etc. So these are the two different I would say bands. If you wanna just compare both of these, so Mi Band is quite smaller than Mi Band 2. Of course it has been a bit smaller, I would say damn smaller, but in the weight it's quite lighter. It should be it's a bit heavier, but I would say it shouldn't matter to you because the weight is really nominal or no weight. So if we're gonna check the bands, here are both the bands. As we can see, both the bands in Mi 2 bands are really big thick, but the holes on which we will be just inserting, so the Mi band first band the holes are a bit larger as compared to Mi Band 2. As you could see, the holes are a bit smaller. So these are lots and lots of things on which I would say the Mi Band 2 is quite I would say one of the best band for the fitness freak person. The best part is you can take bath by wearing both of these bands. It will really not affect anything. You could just do whatever you want to do. Both of these bands are completely waterproof. The Mi1 band was not authorized by the company that it is waterproof or not, but Mi2 was waterproof. So here is a small test. Here is some sort of a water in it, and I'll be just putting both of these bands here, and as you could see, they are working really fine, and it's even telling me the time now also. So it's really working fine. There is no need to worry about. You could just take a tea bath and do whatsoever you want to do by wearing these bands. So there is nothing to worry. Just tap on here and it will show you the display about the times and etc which you want to know or you want to get. So it's really great thing to get both of these bands working. There is no worry about this. You could just take a bath by wearing both of these bands, but really after taking a bath, I just noticed one thing, that there is some sort of a problem in the sensor. So just make sure after taking a bath, just wipe it out the excess amount of the water from this band, and then it will be able to calculate the exact amount of your heart rate and etc for which we have bought this bands. But really it doesn't matter. You can just keep them immersed in the water as much time as much you want to do, and they would be there and nothing gonna happen to them, and they will be working 101% fine. So really it's great to I would say use both of these bands. Both the bands are really quite amazing bands, and they would be working fine 101%. So there is no need to worry. The collection of the steps data, how much steps we have walked in a day, is really a great way. It collects the, I would say 100%, I would say not 100%, but I have also collected the step by walking myself and then taking a reference from both of these bands, and I found that the steps were 99% were accurate. Okay, yeah, this would be 99 to 100% accurate, because even I was just collecting the steps, but it really doesn't connect how long, I mean to say, your steps are small or larger. It will connect it as one. So the tagging of the steps is really a great thing. So it's really great that it collects all your data personally. So both of these bands are amazing. Both of these bands working in all the kinds of a harsh condition and etc. And if you own both of these bands, so it's a great way. I would be just telling you there is a big difference in both of these bands with the chargers provided, because if you are just taking both of these bands to your home or sector, then the both of these chargers are really damn different from one another. You can't use both of these chargers for charging your bands. As you could see, this is the Mi2 charger. It be here, and Mi1, it's quite smaller as compared to that. So you can't really put Mi1 charger in the slot of the Mi2 charger here. It's really big for it. Okay, so it's really no use here, and you can't really even just attach it here. So I think that these days we are having a smartphones having a same slot of charging, which it should have too, and even if the bands are different, but the company hasn't provided anything like that. So it's quite good. You could take bath by wearing both of these bands. Nothing gonna happen, nothing to worry about them. The company doesn't take the guarantee of Mi Band 1, but they take the guarantee of Mi Band 2. But I have taken both of these, and both of these are working fine and accurate. So both of these are amazing. But if you want to buy a band for your fitness freak or daily activities, then I would suggest you to go for this band, Mi Band 2. It's really great and amazing band for you. It's easy to add and it's easy to accessible. You could just do all your activity which you want to do by just wearing both of these bands. So I would say personally to you, if you are fitness freak and looking to buy some sort of a band, then you don't need to go to buy that expensive bands which are available around the market. You could just go for really cheaper band too. So it's quite good to buy these kinds of a band. So it's really amazing for you to buy both of these bands. Okay, so you could just it's easy to add in the wrist. Okay, you could just attach it here. It just take less than a second to attach, and then just wear it on your wrist, and then just start collecting the data whether it is working or not. It will work. It really doesn't need to worry for you, because all these kinds of things are accurate. You need to just I would say tighten to your wrist, because it really need to calculate the data from your pulse rate. So it would be better if you just tighten to your wrist and then just plunge it here, okay, and then it will be here. As you could see, steps here and now heart rate here. So there is nothing to worry. I mean to say, you just tap on here and just wait for a few seconds. It will vibrate and tell you that hello, it just calculated the data, and it will tell you that the heart rate is here. So sometimes there is a big problem in the heart rate, which I found, and later I have also contacted the company and read few reviews, and they said that while calculating the data of your heart rate, then make sure that you don't move your wrist too much, because it really affect the time about your heart rate collection and etc. So it's really great. You could just take the reference from here onwards. So there is nothing to worry about all these kinds of heart rate. But really, when you are just collecting the data of your heart rate and etc., then make sure that you don't move your hand more often. Just keep it on a single pattern and etc., and it will tell you the exact frequency rate of your heartbeat. So really, it's quite great. These kinds of bands really work really fine. As you could see, it's telling me great. There is no fluctuation, which I found in this application. It's bad passive. When you are just watching it like here and just move it on here, and it will automatically display the time like this. So it's really lots and lots of I would say feature. If you are looking to buy one of these Mi band, then I would suggest you to go for Mi band 2. I'll be providing you the link below. You could just go through the link below and buy this Mi band. The choice is yours, but I would say there is no huge price difference in both of these bands. So I would suggest you to go and buy this band, Mi 2 band. I'll be just sharing a link below in the description, from where you can just buy this band from an online store. And friends, thanks for watching. I would be quite happy if you're going to just tap on that like button below, and do subscribe to our channel for more and more cool stuff. Thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. Please comment below if you have any review about this detailed version of this Mi and Mi 2 band. I would be quite happy to reply you back. Thank you friends, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.